No, I think that once people give you your hat, that's all that you can wear. They don't want to see you do anything else or don't think you can do anything else. But I was very clear about a business that I had to build, getting to the studio, securing my foundation, making sure that I was in a place where if I put Jazzman out and for God forbid it didn't work, then I would have an opportunity to go on and do more movies. So I stuck with what worked till I got to a place where I was secure enough to do Jazzman and some other things that I'm going to do that I think people are going to be surprised about.
Tyler Perry fans, that was a clip, and I'm going to leave a link to the full 3.5 minute interview that Tyler Perry had on Hip Hollywood, their YouTube channel, so you can check the entire interview out. But I really wanted to highlight the part that played at the beginning of this video because it might actually hint that, basically from like a jazz man moving forward, we could actually be seeing a different side of Tyler Perry content. And what I mean by that is we might be, and I'm trying not to, I don't want this to come across as, mean or spiteful or whatever, but I feel like at this point in my time as I guess you could say a critic, if you will, people trust my opinion. That doesn't mean you have to agree with me, but you should know that when I say certain things, it's not coming from a place of hate or disdain or, trolling or dragging, but it's me being honest as a long time consumer of Tyler Perry content. We might be getting back to the good stuff. And when I say the good stuff, I mean that Tyler Perry media that is capable of standing the test of time within the not just black community but media consumers in general. I mean, like Daddy's Little Girls, Family That Prays, basically a lot of Tyler's early stuff. And when he made the statement about how I wanted to put out Jazzman's Blues at a certain time, but if it didn't work, that may have stopped a lot of other things from moving forward. So, and this is just my interpretation, he found a lane, and this has been said many times before about how he has an audience, and they hear they hear my voice that I project to them, and then they come into swarms to buy the movie tickets or watch the television shows or stream the movies or whatever. So it's almost like he's saying that he catered to the masses, so to speak, in order to build a certain level of success, capital, the studio and whatnot. And now that he's at that level, he's able to put out the stuff he truly feels passionate about. Because if you watch the entire clip, he talks about, all the things I write, produce and whatnot, direct. This was one of the first times in a while it felt like, it wasn't work. I was having fun. I took my time to make sure like every scene of this movie was worthy of being like a framed photo. And that just gave me kind of renewed faith that, okay, maybe, aside from this movie being good, we might actually have Tyler Perry projects in the future to actually truly look forward to, And because of that, I am thinking that, okay, I mean, he said it himself, there are upcoming projects that will, I guess you could say, surprise people because Tyler will be doing content outside of the realm of what they're used to. I mean, for me, when my mom and I first saw The Haves and Have-Nots, it was unlike anything we had ever seen Tyler do up to that point in his career. And I guess, with the Jazzman's Blues and possibly other shows moving forward, we can expect the same. I mean, honestly, I kind of felt the same way when I watched, the early season of Ruthless. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, my interpretation was Tyler Perry noticed that, okay, his fans follow this particular kind of product, this particular kind of writing, so this is what I'm going to do. And now that he's, a freaking billionaire, now he's going to put out the content he wants. It's kind of like, when certain musical artists, they start out doing what the label wants, and, once they reach a certain level of fame and notoriety and they have enough money, they can actually put out the work they want to put out. Because a lot of creative people talk about how, in the early stages, I didn't want to compromise my art, but it was the only way for me to get that record deal or the industry said, hey, if you put out, 2 hit albums, then we could let you put out the album you want. And, so I guess I see what he said. I guess I see what he says, in his interview. I mean, that's just my interpretation. So do you think this could be foreshadowing of Tyler Perry projects that will have us going, oh shit, there go a side of Tyler I haven't seen before? I don't think I'd want to say that. I just want to feel like when I watch the Jazzman's Blues and other future content, I could be like, see, that's the Tyler I know, because I've been saying for years, what's made a lot of his recent projects so disappointing is that we know Tyler is capable of better quality than some of the writing in certain shows and movies over the past couple of years. So to actually see him pull from the reservoir, or his vault, kind of like how Prince had a vault full of music and whatnot, and pull out projects that have never seen the light of day, but they kind of harken back to that Tyler Perry quality from the early days. So yeah, I wonder what the Jazzman's Blues is going to, how it's going to impact people. That's my biggest thing. When people watch it, what will they think? So we'll find out, the weekend, because yeah, I know it comes out Friday, but usually when a movie comes out on Netflix on a Friday, it isn't until the weekend where it really starts trending, when people are out of school, off their job for the weekend, so they can sit back and relax and see what's going on. But I do plan to watch it early on Friday morning, so yeah, we'll just see how it turns out. So do you think this was foreshadowing for a different side of Tyler Perry in the future? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will talk to you in the next one.